everyone, welcome back to your favorite channel in the USA, Chico Hope TV USA. This is your girl, Chico Hope, and today we have an amazing show because we have a guest in the house. I don't want to talk much about that because we have been asking Chico, can you bring us more testimonies? And Chico has done that. So grab your seat because this one is one of the best interviews you have ever seen. So let me introduce my guest so that we can know more about him and his experience. And here he is. Hi,
Hi
Levy.
everyone. Hi madam. Hi to everyone who's going to watch this video.
Let me take this opportunity and congratulate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I tell you, welcome to America. Inawezekana.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Oh yes. So
Yeah.
can you introduce yourself? Tell us everything that you want us to know about Levy. Who is Levy?
Okay. My name's Levy Msende and I come from Zambia, southern part of Africa. One of the most beautiful country in Africa. I'm very much honored to be on this channel and I hope most of your questions will be answered. Thank you, madam.
All right. So you have not done with introduction. You have not told us if you are your marital status. We want
Okay,
to know you.
okay. Um, I'm a married man with one kid, and my wife will be joining me on 12th September. I came earlier so that I can prepare a place for them, so that when they come, they won't have pressure. They should find everything in place.
All right.
Yes,
All right.
thank
So
you.
thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. Now we know we are dealing with a man. So the questions
Okay,
about marital status, that one is out.
okay.
All right. So Levy,
Yes, madam.
um, how old are you in America as we are talking?
I came on 19th, so I should be maybe 11 days
Wow.
or 12 days, I should say. 12 days, yes. I came on 19th this month.
Oh my. So you are
Yes.
like 2 weeks old in America.
Yes.
Hey,
And
hey.
so far, so good.
So far so good. No regrets so far.
No, it was the best decision I ever made.
And before we start the story now, how you did all your process, let us know what kind of a visa that brought you to America.
It is the green card or the diversity immigration visa.
Which year?
Uh, it has taken me 2.5 years.
Uh-huh.
So I applied in 2020, and then the results came in 2021.
Okay.
And then now in 2022, I'm here.
So you are DV 2022.
Yes.
All right. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Levy.
Thank you.
So now, when did this dream start of going or coming to America?
Initially, it was just a dream of wanting to go out. It started some 18 to 19 years ago when I was at school, that is the secondary school. I've always wanted to leave Africa and just see the world out there. So I started trying to find means and ways of going abroad. But back then, it looks like the country was locked. There were few means of finding yourself. By then, there wasn't yet internet. We couldn't have phones in order to check, to Google and see where America is. So what happened? I left my town where I grew up and where I did my school. I came to the city called Lusaka City. So when I got into Lusaka, I was working somewhere, and then I happened to have a chance of accessing internet, and then eventually I had the chance of I came across the poster that do you want to migrate going to America? So when I saw that poster, which was just on the wall, I thought, okay, this could be my best chance to migrate to America. That was in 2017.
Mhm.
So I read because I did not understand very well. I I started doing my own research on a computer, just like a desktop computer, and then I did apply in 2017, but because I didn't know how to work on the pictures, I wasn't successful. Then in the same year, I started Googling, I started following the YouTube channel for ABM Scholars, where he was teaching on how to edit the pictures. And then I realized, say, okay, let me try now to follow on what this man is explaining in his pictures. So the very year 2018, I applied again after having failed the first time. I applied. The results came in 2019. I wasn't successful. Then I applied to 20. I wasn't successful. So when I applied the one for 2020, it's the one now. When the results came out, it's the one now. I discovered that wow, I've won DV Rotary. And because we had people like Madam Shiko Hope, the EBM scholars, and others, and that's how I got myself here through you people and through your channels because you've been teaching us a lot. Yes,
All right, all right. So, how did you do the application? Did you do it yourself or did you go to a cyber?
madam. I've always had the computer wherever I am at home, desktop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I remember having a phone. I captured the picture that made me win. I used my phone.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
I captured my picture using my phone. Then I went home, and because I was equipped with the more knowledge about editing, I did the edit myself. And then I used the same picture to apply. I'd applied for me and my wife. I just used the phones for both the pictures, Madame, my son, and mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I was the one who was successful when the results came out.
Oh,
Yes, madam.
so between application and the result, there is December holidays and the New Year until May when the results are out. What was okay? Okay, this about green card. Was it in your mind during these 6 months or 7 months?
No, when I applied, I forgot about the DV lottery. Life
Mm-hmm.
continued because life should continue whether winning or not winning DV lottery. And the only problem, what I need to tell people out there, don't when you apply for green card, it is not automatic that you win. It's 50-50. Because if you don't win, you may end up hanging yourself. It is not people who select names, it is the machine. So if you do your background, your homework very well, picture quality and everything, when luck comes your way, you get selected. When it doesn't come your way, it doesn't mean that life should end. It doesn't mean I should give up. Should continue applying because you never know where your destiny is, and that's what I did. I kept on applying until God gave me a chance to win the green card.
On your third time.
Yes, that was my third time to apply for green card.
So now in Zambia, you are there checking the result. Which day did you check the result? The first day they were released, or maybe the following day?
I checked the results the same day, but it was around 01 because Madam kept on pushing me. Let's check the results, but we couldn't log in because at that time a lot of people are there trying to check for their results. So we waited until it was somewhere 01 when the website wasn't busy.
Mm,
And what we did, we exchanged that she's going to check mine, I'll check hers.
mm,
So when she checked, it's me who checked hers first. Then she wasn't successful. When she checked mine, uh, we couldn't see it properly at first. We only saw the American logo here for the letter. And she read it for me to say, "You've been random selected." and that brought joy to us because it was at the time when life wasn't okay, and we were thinking, what are we going to do this year? But you know, our ways are not God's ways. He's got his way of doing things. When you want to give up, him comes in and elevates you to a level where you don't have imagined that you'll be. And that day, it was a joyous moment for us because I remember from 01, I could not sleep. We were just talking about it, playing, thanking God for giving us this chance of migrating to the USA. So that was the experience.
Wow. So
That
you
was
were
the
selected.
experience.
What was your case number?
My case number was 44,000 plus.
44,000 plus.
Yes.
And when did you, okay, now take us through the process. When did you submit to the DSTC?
Me, I delayed in submitting the DS260 because I was still pushing for the birth certificate and the other document because as we were born at the village. So trying to check in the system, those documents could not be found. So what we did, we went where we were born, and then we told them. Then they had to write affidavit of an affidavit where that pushes you for you to be able to get the birth certificate. So I want because initially things just changed completely. Initially, we used to attach the document. They request for you to send the document. You send to KCC. But during our time, they said they won't request for any document. What you need, you just fill the GS260, then you send. Then you send so that they work on the document, and then you go with the document at the embassy. And that's what happened. So during that process, I was trying to look for this document, the birth certificate and another document, so that I put everything together. And the results came in May. I sent my DS260 in August. So you can imagine, it should be in a span of 4 to 5 months. I was just trying to look for these other documents, police report, and we had the marriage certificate and the birth certificate. Those are the documents I was trying to gather so that once I have them, then I send the DS260. Because I didn't want to make a mistake in filling the DS260. Yes.
All right. All right. So it took you, oh my God, from May to August.
Yes.
That is
So May, June, July,
2021.
August. That is 4 months to be
Yeah.
specific. Yes.
So now after filling the DS260, you print that confirmation, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then you wait for the 2NL.
Yes. And
When did, huh?
and I opened my DS260.
You unlocked.
I unlocked my DS260 three times.
What?
3 times. I unlocked my DS260 3 times.
Why?
When we sent for the first time, I didn't add my college documents. I forgot that part where you add your document. So I unlocked it, and then I put my document there. Then I sent. Then after going through the DS260, the one I printed, there was an error on my son's birth certificate. It wasn't telling with the birth certificate and what I had filled into the DS260. So I had to unlock again. I changed. I think the third one the problem was there was a mess up with my mother's name. 1 letter. It was a mistake. So I had to also to unlock so that I put the correct details because I know these guys are very much particular with the document. So I had to unlock it and put everything in a normal way. But the third time, I did not tell my madam that I've unlocked the DS260. Well, she was annoyed. She was telling me, if I don't go to America, you will be the causer. So I unlocked mine as telling her. And
So,
then I sent.
so
So when the
which
results
month? Which month did you unlock the last time? The last time. Which
that
month
was
did you
in February
February this year?
this year. Yes.
And when did you receive the 2NL?
You've seen it?
Yeah, it is May 31st. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. So you had a lot, like 3 months to prepare yourself.
Yes.
That's amazing.
One thing about Zambia,
Uh-huh.
there are few winners. So
Mm.
meaning there will still be enough time for everyone to prepare to so that you have enough time to go for the medicals.
I
Because
love that.
this year, last year we were about 57 winners in Zambia.
What?
57 winners in Zambia. And this year there are only 59 winners in Zambia.
You guys, you need to pull up your socks. Zambians in the house.
That's the reason why I've come to you. Because
uh,
when people see a lot of your video that you're interviewing someone from Zambia, they will
yeah.
come on board, and they should also subscribe to my channel so
Mm.
that I can help them in one way or the other.
Yeah.
Many people don't
Wow.
believe that DV Rotary is real in Zambia. They think it's fake. But with me coming here, and they are seeing that I'm talking to you live in USA, Atlanta, Georgia. You are in Dallas, right? You are
Mm-hmm.
in Texas. So I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
it is going to give them a lot of hope to say this thing's real, because I'm just a simple person.
This is a call to all the Zambians, even those ones who are in Kenya. In Kenya, you have so many Zambians. Can
Okay.
you guys take this thing serious and
Yeah.
increase these numbers?
Yes.
So now,
And
uh-huh, go ahead.
and many people normally they even come to do the interviews. They are able to transfer their interviews from their countries to come and do
Mm,
the interviews in my country, Zambia. And
yeah,
most of them they are given the visas. Because as the owner of the country, we don't want to apply. We think it's fake.
yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Now you received the 2NL. You have now enough time for the medicals and preparing for the interview. In
Yes.
Kenya, there is this specific center that we go for the medicals. It is called
Yes.
IOM. What about in
Yes.
Zambia? Where do you go for your medicals?
In Zambia, there is also one specific hospital for those
Mm-hmm.
people who in Rotary. It's called the Lusaka Trust Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And there are only two doctors who are conducting medicals on those people who in Rotary.
Mm.
Yes. The advantage with it, you can even book online by calling them to schedule
Mm-hmm.
for medicals. Then they'll see if you can come within stipulated period of time.
Mm.
They only tell you to go for medicals 2 weeks prior to your interview,
Yes.
because they want you to have a document that wouldn't expire fast when you go for the interview.
Exactly, exactly. So what about the charges now in your Zambian currency
The charges are very
for
fair.
medical? Hmm.
Uh, I don't know. Maybe if I can try to convert,
Yeah,
I con-
try to convert.
to
You can
dollars
just
to
say in
what?
Zambian currency
Yes.
and then to dollars.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Just give me a few minutes. So, like in our case,
Mm-hmm.
that was so. Like in our case, it is $99.94.
For 3 people?
No, for that's for one person. So you multiply
Wow.
that by three, then you get the total amount.
Ah.
It's not very expensive, but what makes it to be very expensive, if you didn't vaccinate with other like immunization, they will still add from that end. But even if they add, it is not very much. So if it is to be if you add other, it will come like to how much? It will come like to $126.50. That
One
is
person.
yes, one person. Then you multiply by the number of people who've gone to do medicals.
Yeah, your family members.
Yes.
So when you went for the medicals, you felt like, hey, this is a lot of money I have spent on these medicals. So God help us.
Yeah, we're always needing to say, God, we're spending our last coin we have. So our prayer is that we just go through the embassy and we're praying for the consul that he should not ask questions that are difficult to answer. Let him just approve our visa.
Oh yes, nothing else but prayers
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
faith.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So now you went for your medicals 2 weeks prior to your interview. Now take us through the interview
For me,
process.
it was even 2 weeks prior to the interview.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Then we went. We were what they did. They did some blood test and eyes test, and we were told to come the following day for scanning,
Chest, chest X-ray.
chest X-ray. So when we went for the second time, we were given the results, the envelope that we were told you should not open, just take as it is to the embassy.
Oh, you took the result yourself?
Yes, us in Zambia, they give you to take your results yourself.
Oh, wow.
They will just put them in an envelope and
Uh-huh.
tell you to say, this is out, not open. Go with it at the embassy.
Uh-huh.
You only get to open when you go now for the interview.
Is there any exemptions, maybe for the chest X-rays? Maybe for the young. How old is your son?
My
And
son is 16 years. He's treated as an adult.
oh,
Yes.
so he took the chest X-ray as well.
Yes, he took the chest X-ray.
And the mom,
And the mom as well, she took the chest X-ray as well.
and it all came out clear and
We
no.
were no end problems. We were just told to say you everything with you is just okay. So just prepare to go for the interviews on 19th at the embassy.
All right. And what?
Yes.
How did you do the payment at the medical? Was it
We
cash?
paid we paid cash. There's a branch for the certain bank, a local bank there, where
Oh,
once they do everything, then you are told to go make a payment within the hospital.
all right.
And then they'll give you receipts, the one that you present when you go into the doctor's office, as well as the nurse.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, after you got the immunizations, now you went home with this all whatever here, but
Especially
you
me,
are happy. Uh-huh.
they had to give me like 3 jabs.
Uh-huh.
They had to give me 3 jabs, but this madam, they didn't give her any jab because she was just okay. My son
Okay.
was given 1 jab. Me, they gave me 3 shots. So we
Ah,
went home and said, okay, we've crossed this bridge, but the bridge that is coming, that is ahead of us, is the one that is difficult to cross.
yeah, one more step.
One more step, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we went home, very happy to say we are happy that none of us has been found with the disease that could have dragged us to go for the interviews. We're happy that God has protected us all this long, and now we are only a week plus to go for the
Mm-hmm.
interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now,
So we had a bit of one challenge after the interviews, the affidavit of support.
all right.
It's
Before
kind
we come there,
yes.
before we come to the document, now, what are the preparations that you must make before you go for the interview? The documents needed, the
Okay,
host.
okay,
Take us through that process.
okay. So
The
like
documents.
in the
Mm-hmm.
case of my country, what you do once you come from the medicals,
Mm-hmm.
you are supposed to write to the embassy via email to say you are ready
Mm-hmm.
to submit your document.
Uh-huh.
Then they will respond to say you should bring your document at such a day, such a time.
Mm-hmm.
So in my case, when we got home, I emailed the embassy to say I'm ready now to submit the document. We've done the medicals.
Mm-hmm.
The embassy did not respond to my email. Then I
Mm-hmm.
started wondering, why is that not responding when we were scheduled for the interviews? They just kept quiet. I sent another email, they didn't respond to the email. Then 2 days before the interviews, I started panicking because I needed the affidavit of support just for clearance's sake. Mostly they don't ask at the embassy the affidavit of support, but you know when you are going there for the first time, you've got so much pressure because you think that might even not make me go through the interviews. So are you getting me?
Yes, I am.
So now I started panicking. What do I do? What do I do? So a friend of mine who's in Texas phoned some people to help me with the affidavit of support. They are in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Then they said, okay, let me think about it. 2 days before the interview, let me think about it. I'll get back to you. 1 day passed without his response. Then the following day, prior to tomorrow's interview, he just communicated, "Let me see what I'll do in the morning." I was scheduled to have an interview at 9:30 a.m. So the day for the interview came around 05. That
Morning.
man called from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Say, "Send me your email. I'm sending you the document now." That was around 5 hours. He sent the draft of support, and where I supposed to fill in, he filled in, then he sent to me. So that was around 7 hours. I rushed to some shop where they do photocopying. I photocopied and go printed those documents. That was around 8:30. Now I'm panicking because you're shivering because you don't know what they will ask.
Yeah.
So luckily, where I stay and where the embassy is not very far, and
Mm-hmm.
I had a car, so we just jumped into the car. Everyone was ready, madam and the kids. We jumped went into the car. We rushed to the embassy. By exact time, we were at the embassy. Then when we got there, we found a lot of people outside. I approached the security man. Then I inquired, say I'm supposed to, I'm coming for, I've come for the interview. Then he inquired me, he asked me what for interview for what. I told him green card. Then he said, "Okay, give me your passport. Then I'll come back. Let me go find out from inside." So he got the passport. He went inside. A few minutes, but then he came back. Then he said, "Okay, you can come in." So we went through now the security check apps.
Mm-hmm.
Told to remove everything we put there, and went through the machine. Then we were told now we can proceed into the offices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went there. I was asked for my document. Then I presented my document there and then. He
Mm-hmm.
got all those documents he needed. That is the birth certificate, the affidavit of support, the the passports, and maybe school credentials, school documents.
What about the marriage certificate?
He also got it. Actually, I forgotten. He got the marriage certificate as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he checked and he gave me back those that were not needed because we had done photocopies, original and photocopies. But
All right. Mm-hmm.
what they
What
did,
about?
they just got the original document.
All right. Let me come to your son. Did he have to produce a police report?
Yes, because he turned 16 on 1 May.
First May. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he was treated as an adult. So I had to push him. I
Mm-hmm.
had to get one for him.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Go
Yes.
ahead.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So now, after giving the
The
document,
document.
we give you
They
back.
said
You are left with the photocopies. Uh-huh. What happened later?
they got those documents. They selected what they needed. Then the rest of the document they returned back to me. Then they told me, "Are you ready to pay? Are you paying cash or via Visa?" I told them I've got cash. Then I proceeded to go make a payment for 3 people. That is the 320, $330 per person. So you multiply by 3 people. Depending on the exchange rate,
Yes.
they got their money. And then
Mm-hmm.
we were told to sit and wait. So where people sit to wait, in front of us there were 2 people, a lady and a gentleman, and
Mm-hmm.
those went for different types of visas. So we
Mm-hmm.
sat for an hour. Then they called the first lady to go on window number 3, where the
Mm-hmm.
consular was. Then she had gone to get the visa for school.
Oh, student visa. Okay.
Yeah, student visa. The interview just lasted for three minutes. Then they told her, "I will approve your visa, but I need additional documents. So you should come with the document." Or they gave her an email where she could send the document.
Mm-hmm.
She went smiling. She was happy.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other gentleman we found went there for marriage visa, but
Mm-hmm.
he came from Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So him, there was an issue. The first wife he had, they never had the marriage certificate. Then the second they had, but they demanded for the marriage certificate for the first marriage. So they told him to say, we are not approving your visa or disapproving your visa, but we are requesting you to go to provide us with the other marriage certificate. So we're giving you time. We will send this to details, this document to this email. So he went. So we don't know if he went back and collected his visa. We are not sure.
So now it was your turn.
Now it was our turn. They called my name, and then we went. Then they asked me if I'd gone there with my family. So I told them, yes. So they told me to say, let them come closer. We went there, what to swear, taking oath. They did what they're supposed to do. We did those things, and then they got the fingerprints. They got they got my fingerprints, my son and my madam's fingerprints, and then now the consular started asking us questions. They asked us just a few questions about the marriage certificate, when we got married, and my names, madam's names, and my son's birth date. Our interviews lasted between 4 minutes to 5 minutes. We were done. Then, because he wasn't specific to say, I've approved your visa. Then I asked him, does it mean our visa has been approved? He said, yes. I'm giving you the receipt to come and collect your results, because it was on a Tuesday. Come on Thursday to collect your visas. So he gave us a receipt that says that will allow us to come to present at the security for us to be able to get the visas. That's how we left home, and I remember coming out of the office, I almost screamed, because that was the hurdle we had to conquer with my family. Where it was all happiness going home. I think when we reached outside, I told Madam, do you know that we are now Americans? It was a joyous moment for us. We went smiling. I'm sure that day was the happiest days of our life with
What about your son? Your teen son now. How excited was he?
He was very much excited, and he told me to say, I'm going to get the I'm going to get the first world class education. I'll be more than you.
Exactly.
I'll have more paper than you. And it's fine. At least I'll have done my part. I've done my part.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm a happy father. I've done my part. I never got a chance to get this education, but at least
Yes,
I've
yes, yes.
fought my battle as a father. I'm taking it to America.
So now, so in Zambia, we don't have DHL where you can go and pick your passport with a visa.
Them they just tell you they just tell you should come and get the visa at the embassy.
All right, which is okay.
Which is okay, because you never know, they can get lost in between. So it's better you get them.
Um, it's
So
all right.
they just tell you should come on such a day to collect
Your
your
visa.
visas. Yes.
Okay. So because you went to the embassy on, was it on 19th?
Yes, 19 July. And then
Okay.
I had the close to, that is 19, 10 plus 19. So it's just like a month.
Mm-hmm.
Then I found myself here.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
And why did you decide to come first and your family will be joining you?
I decided to come first because we didn't have money to charter to pay for the air tickets. And
Okay.
even right now, as I'm speaking to you, all the 3 air tickets were bought by friends, not me.
Wow.
All 3 air tickets were bought by friends, not me.
Uh-huh.
And these people, I have just known them. My host
Mm-hmm.
was just talking on phone. He came here in 2021. We're just
What?
talking on phone.
Ah,
We're just talking on phone. But he agreed to host me, and he bought for 2 air tickets for my son and my wife.
wow.
So I'm a living testimony to say, regardless of you not having money, not having relatives, some people come to aid and make sure that you get where you want to go. Because God passes through people. God help people through people.
People.
Yes.
Exactly.
So in
Wow.
this case, this guy, the friend of mine, the one who's hosting me, we were just chatting because we've got a Zambian group for green card.
Mm-hmm.
So we could chat here and there. And the person who bought me my air ticket is the one who came 4 months ago, who's in Dallas. He said, "I'm buying
Mm-hmm.
your air ticket. You come, you work here, and then you buy air ticket for your wife." So when
Mm.
I told my friend, say, there is this situation, he told me, say, you don't have to be very far from your family. So right now, I'm going to buy two air tickets for your son and your wife. You come, you join us here, and then when you get settled, you give me the money.
Yes.
And that's what happened.
Wow.
So I came on 19th. He waited for me at the airport. He picked me. That was my first time to board a plane. I'm
Uh-huh.
just I'm just a village person, a village guy who grew up at the village. I never knew in my life that one day I'll board a plane and come to the to
To
the,
America.
the best country in the world.
Uh,
Yeah. So my coming here was through connection, air connection. So there are about four connections. From Zambia,
mm-hmm.
we went to South Africa. That is Oliver Tambo International Airport.
Mm-hmm.
From South Africa, we connected to Amsterdam, Schiphol Airport.
Mm.
From Schiphol, we connected to O'Hara Chicago Airport. From
Mm-hmm.
O'Hara Airport, we connected to Atlanta. Now you
Wow.
can imagine you are just someone who's never traveled before. So you have to know how to hustle and make sure you do the right connections.
Yes.
It was a gamble for me, but I like the challenge because I'm good at such things.
Oh my. Oh my. So
Yes,
when you landed at the Chicago, that was your
yes,
point of entry, right?
yes, yes, yes,
What
yes.
happened there?
The the immigration,
Mm-hmm.
like I was told again, never should you open the envelope they gave you at the embassy because you have to come and present it at the point of entry.
Yes.
So I got those documents as it is. When I landed at the O'Hara International Airport, I presented to the immigration office,
Mm.
opened and got what they were supposed to get there,
Yes.
and returned this they were supposed to return to me. And
Yes.
then I was told to proceed to get my luggage.
Mm.
It took less than 5 minutes.
Mm.
I was done. I was allowed to get into USA.
So
And
you
they
got
didn't.
your luggage,
I
uh-huh,
got
and
my
then you checked,
luggage,
uh-huh.
and then in my luggage, I was told to do a connection. Was had to pass through those machines.
Yes.
Yeah, so for security purposes, I
Yes.
went through there, and then I was given. I had to do a connection, but you haven't done anything to do with the airport, and some of
Mm.
the airport are so big that this country with a small town, that's the size of the town, the same size of the airport.
Yeah.
So you just check on the air ticket. Since I was connecting, I had to check on the air ticket on how I was going to get to the plane that is
Terminal.
supposed to fly from that side. And I
Yes.
had to jump. I had to jump on this smaller train to take me
Mm.
there where I was supposed to go. Luckily, I had some good guidance from the people who are giving me direction. Go this way,
Mm.
go this way, go this way. I found
Yes.
myself into those fast lane, and I went, and it's a distance. Jumped there because I had a bag, so I had to pay for my bag again. So
Mm-hmm.
in Africa we pay cash. So there I
Yes.
was told you need to deposit money into this machine, then it will give you a visa for you to pay for your
Mm-hmm.
bag. And I did that, then I got the visa, then the bag was directed to wherever it was going. Then I went now, I passed through security checks again. And the moment I entered there, the machine brought that capital, cling, 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 cling. Then he
Mm-hmm.
asked me, "Are you a permanent resident?" I told him, I said yes. Then he said, you separate, go onto this machine, do your hands like this, pass through the machine. Then I was allowed to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Then I was
So,
allowed to go now to get the plane, the one that was supposed to bring me here to Atlanta, Georgia.
that's
Luckily, when
amazing.
I followed the direction, I was there on time. I jumped onto the plane.
All right.
Yes.
So now the flight experience, your first time flyer, food in the airport, in the airplane. How was it?
Yeah, it's a bit a challenge because we are used to different types of cooking, and
Uh-huh.
the cooking that was in the plane, I think most of the food I wasn't even touching them because they were not tasting like the African food that I know.
Ah, mm-hmm.
I used to leave most of the food. At least I was able to capitalize on the juices. At least I could take the juices because I know they are the same. But these
Yeah.
other food that scrambled egg, you compare the eggs that we scramble back home and the one that they scramble in the plane. Ah, that's totally different.
So did you eat?
Yeah, I was eating those small fruits. I used to eat my fruits. I
Next time
used
you
to
will
eat.
eat every day. Next
I
time
think
you will tell me
I'm
you will
also
eat
getting
every
used
day.
with where I'm staying. At least they are cooking different types of food.
So now after landing now in Atlanta, Georgia,
Yes.
your
So
host came pick you up. What time did you land?
I landed around 19 hours somewhere there.
Also, that is 7 p.m.
Yes.
in
So
the
when I
evening.
landed, I
Mm-hmm.
was lucky because where you land and where you get your bag is also different. So again, I had to jump on a small plane again, taking us where the baggage are.
Oh my.
Yeah, but the good thing, even if you don't know where you're going, just follow where people are going. Just follow where they're saying luggage is this side for international travel. Just follow them. You get
Yes,
to know. And when you land there, you're able to check your bag because the bags are come in a different direction. So when they come on different direction, they are rolling like this, and then you are able to see this is my bag, then you collect it.
yes.
So when I landed there, I collected my bag. I met my host for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and we went home. It was at night.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even get a chance to know the airport because those airports are so big that you can
Yes.
never imagine.
Mm.
Then we went home. We found the family. They greeted me, and so far so good. I'm loving my staying. These are so very good people.
Okay, let me take you back a little bit.
Mm,
Still on your flight.
okay.
Were you able to communicate with people back home and also your host that now I'm in Atlanta, okay, now I'm in Chicago.
Yes,
Now,
yes, yes.
uh-huh.
You see these big international airports, they've got free Wi-Fi.
Yes,
Whilst I was in South Africa at Oliver Tambo International Airport, I was able to connect to talk to people back home. I could
yes,
talk to my wife and other family members. Say I'm in South Africa now,
yes.
and those big plane like the Royal Dutch airline, you can
Mm.
be in the air and you're able to communicate to people down there.
Yes.
Yes, they
Texting.
just tell you to put on flight mode when the plane is taking off and when it's landing. But
Yes,
wireless is there in the air, you can communicate to people down there.
yes.
And I was able to communicate from South Africa to Amsterdam because that is 11 hours in the air. I was able to communicate to people. And even when we landed at Amsterdam, there was free Wi-Fi. I could connect and
Mm-hmm.
talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
When we took off again from Amsterdam to O'Hara International Airport, I could communicate to people.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
The only
So,
plane that don't have internet are these smaller planes, but those big ones are able to connect. Even those smaller, they will tell you, but it's a bit difficult to connect.
so an advice for a person who is flying for the first time, don't leave your phone and don't leave your charger, right?
Yes, in fact, they should not leave the charger. Make sure you don't abuse the phone. But planes, just good thing about plane, there's why you connect at the back, so you
Yes,
can have your phone fully charged.
yes.
Yes, but don't leave the charger. But one thing about the charger that we use in Africa and the charger that we use here, they are different.
But it is not the head. You can get the cable.
Yeah, the cables is the same, but just the
Yes,
head is the one that is different.
yes,
Because the one we use here, they're just pins that go into the socket.
yes,
Yes.
exactly. So that is
Yeah.
one advice you can give a first time
Yeah.
flyer. Don't leave
Yeah.
a phone or your charger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you have arrived. to the land of opportunities, the great, the United States of
Of America.
America.
Ah, this is a very beautiful place.
Mm-hmm.
This is the greatest country in the world, and everyone wants to be here. And if God gives you a chance to come here, don't take that opportunity. So for me, it was the best decision we ever made applying for green card.
All right.
I
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So far, I've seen there are so much employment I can imagine. Wherever you go, they're hiring. Wherever you go, they're hiring. Now imagine where I come from is different. There are so many people want employment, but there is no employment back home. There's no
Exactly.
employment back home. And
So
if only
now
people,
let's come. Mhm.
if people can concentrate on applying for green cards, one day they'll find themselves here.
After landing now, you say it is 2 weeks now.
Yes.
Have you received any of your documents, maybe social security, any news about green
I've
card?
already gotten the account. I've already opened the account.
Mm-hmm.
And for social security, I already have got a receipt say I'll receive it anytime soon. But I'm hoping tomorrow, even today, tomorrow, the other day by Friday, I should be able to receive the social security. And so
Mm.
far, I've already done one interview already.
One job interview.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already done, and those people, they want people to work. There are no people here to work. People don't want to work at the end of this country.
Yes,
There are so many opportunities here.
yes.
Yes.
All right, all right. So anytime you can start working because now you're in the process of job
Yeah.
application, interviews, and everything.
Yeah. And the moment you subscribe to do my application online, there will be a lot of email landing into your email asking you to say apply for this job, apply for this job. I've got so many emails that some of them I can't even open them.
Yes,
They are looking for employment.
so
Here
many.
where I am, any shop you go, there's a poster. It's either outside or inside they're hiring. Now we're hiring. Anywhere you go, they're hiring. So you can see, and the least paid the rate per hour is $10. And when
Mm,
you compare that money to back home, that's you a lot of
love.
money. That's you a lot of money.
Maybe we can go back to your educational background. Maybe
Okay.
after high school, the further
Yes.
education that you had back home.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
After high school, after finishing, as we call it, grade 12, I went to do a course at one of the colleges in Zambia. It is a national college that is called the National Institute of Public Administration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did a diploma in information system and programming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an IT branch.
Mm.
Then I also did another course that I did not finish under UK. The same course, I advanced it. I was doing it with the UK,
Mm-hmm.
but though I didn't finish that one. But
Mm.
I'm a diploma holder in
All
information
right.
system programming. Yes.
And which kind of a job or what kind of jobs are you looking right now? Any job or any IT related job?
No, for now, I'm also a forklift operator. I've got a forklift operator license. So for now,
Mm.
I just want to run to do with for
Okay.
forklift operating. Then
Mm-hmm.
eventually, I hope to get one or two jobs. I can be going maybe in the morning when I knock off. I do another one. I just come to sleep so that I get established. Then the plan is to go into truck driving.
Oh,
I'll put
wow.
aside the IT professional because I want
Mhm.
to study. I want to do a degree, but meantime I want to concentrate on truck driving.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know more about truck driving in Georgia, but in Kenya, in Texas,
Mhm.
for you to join truck driving, you need to have driven for 1 year. So
Okay.
if
Okay.
it is the same thing in Atlanta or in Georgia, what would you be doing between now and when you are when you are 1 year in America?
Right now I'm going to do forklift because there are a lot of industries. I'll be doing forklift
Okay.
operation and other jobs. But the
Mm-hmm.
plan is I hope to find the jobs that can allow me to do course for truck driving in here. I've already checked where they
Mm-hmm.
teach. So they
Okay.
told me the amount, and they can even help secure a job for me.
Okay.
They can secure a job for truck driving. But
Yes.
what I need to understand the roads, because the roads are different from the roads back home.
Yeah.
Here you
How
need
do
to
you drive in Zambia? Do you keep right or do you keep left?
we keep left.
But here you are keeping right.
Yes. So I also need to learn to keep right here.
You will, you will, you will.
Yeah.
So, mhm. So it's just a matter of days, and your family will be joining you, and you'll see that when you have a family here, it is much better.
Yeah. At least where the two people work and you combine the men together, it's easy for you to pay rent and to do other bills. You can even have got money to save.
Yes,
According to my simple calculation, even these lowest paid jobs, you can still save if you two people are working at once.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly. So, what kind of advice can you give somebody who have been doubting that green card is a they have been saying that green card is a scam?
Uh, Green card, it is so real that those people are doubting. I've got friends right now, the same friends who used to doubt green card back home. Right now, I send pictures. Maybe I'm at the airport. I'm at such a place. I tell them when they ask me, "How did you go there?" I tell them it was those things I used to tell you to apply. Right now, they want me to help them to apply because they've seen that it is true. This thing is
Mm,
there.
yes,
And one thing they should understand: America is so big that even Americans they don't know about green card. Only the people who work in the government. They are the one who know it. These other people, Americans, they don't know about green card. They would ask you, so how do you get? You tell them green card. What's green card? But I want to advise people out there, please take chances. This is an opportunity that you can ever give to your family, to yourself, and to anyone who will need help from you. Just keep on applying. Whether you don't get it this time, don't give up. After all, it's free of charge. Just keep on applying. Keep on applying. Keep on. If you don't understand how to go about it, there's Madam Shiko Hope and other people. Now there is also me, who can you can even come into my inbox. You ask, I'll be able to explain to you on how to go about it. This
yes.
issue of editing, I know them very well, and I last year I applied for good number of families. Two of the
Mhm.
people I applied, I captured one of the guy. I used the phone. He won. He's a medical
Mm,
doctor. I applied for him. He also won. So he didn't believe. Now he's busy working on his papers. The other woman is based in Zimbabwe. She just sent me the pictures. I applied for her. She won. So
mm.
I want to encourage my people out there to say, please, this thing is so much real that you wouldn't imagine that. I didn't imagine that I was going to be here.
But see now, where are you?
Right
You're
now, I'm
in
in Atlanta, Georgia, County Creighton, City Forex Park. A very, very beautiful place, very green. It's just a very nice place to be.
So, Levy, what else?
Yeah.
Maybe you would have wished to share with us, but maybe I didn't ask you. Did we leave anything out, or are you good now that you have shared
No,
everything?
I'm satisfied, and I hope the people who watch this video will should come to inbox and come to my inbox because I'll give you I'll give you my YouTube channel, the name
Yes,
of my YouTube
exactly. I
channel.
was coming to that. You give us
Yeah,
your social
yes, yes.
media handles and give
Okay.
us your YouTube channel so
So
people can come to you with
okay.
some questions and you can be happy to help.
Yes,
That-
yeah. So I just want people out there to take this chance. It's the only chance that will give you a power to land in America, confident, even walking majestica to say, I'm an American citizen, even before you get the citizenship, because you're a
Yes,
permanent resident. And no one can chase you here and there because you're a permanent resident. And wherever you look for employment, for as long as you've got a social security number, you are a free person and you enjoy the life here because
yes,
and any job which is here has got a value. It's not like when you're back home, you are doing this low job. People look at you and say he's doing a worse job, but any job here is respected. and people just mind about their business. They don't mind about you. So you can do whatever you want to do here. For as long as you are doing the right thing, that money will come to account and you'll be able to help people.
Exactly.
This,
So we just did this video when you are very, very fresh in America.
okay, yes.
I asked you maybe later after 3 months. Now you come
Okay,
back again and tell us your American experience
no problem, madam. I'll be more than glad to come here and show people what I will have done in 3 months' time.
in 3 months' time. And this video will act as a before, and then the other one will be like
After,
after. So
yes,
this is an ongoing process. It happens every day. Me too, I'm still in the process. This is my
okay,
fifth year
okay,
here, and I'm
ah,
still learning how to
okay,
go about this. But we
okay.
share our experiences with our people back home, and we wish them all the best.
Oh, thank you so much.
Wish
I
you
really
all the best.
appreciate it.
I wish you all the best. Welcome to America once again, anytime. And I thank God you have a best host.
Yeah,
When we
he's
were
the
doing,
best.
yes,
and
when we
and
were doing this interview,
I hope to be one like him as well, so that we bring a lot of numbers here. We want to
yes,
build a community like the way you people have got a Kenyan community. We see a lot of YouTubers from Kenya. We also want to be one like us. So you should even be referring people to my channel.
exactly. And
Yes, sir.
tell your host that we saw him and we saw the wife when we were
Yeah.
doing this interview, and we would like to invite them to the show if they would like to share. This is a
No
platform
problem.
for everybody.
No problem. No problem.
Yes, so I wish you all the best. May God see you through. May He bless your life in America, because this is another page that has opened another chapter in your life, your family's life. And maybe when we are doing the next video, maybe your wife will be here and your son, of course.
Yeah.
All right. So give us their social media handles so that we end.
On Facebook, I go by my real name, the same name, Levy.
Mm-hmm.
So when they check on my profile, I had a lot of beards, but it's easy to recognize me. The same name, and then on YouTube, I go by the name of To the End TV. It is spelled
Mm-hmm.
in capital letters. That is T, capital I, capital double L, capital T, capital H, capital E, capital N, capital D, space, and then TV. That's my YouTube channel's name.
Mm-hmm.
So I also send it in your inbox so that you can also put it somewhere there.
Yes.
I have an Instagram, but the account is not very active. It's dormant. Obviously, I will improve it later. But I'm much on social media, on Facebook as well as on YouTube.
All right.
Yes,
So
madam.
thank you so much, Lev, for coming. I'm going to pin your YouTube channel in the comment section to make
Okay.
to make it easier for our viewers to come and visit your channel there.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you for hosting me. I'm very happy that today I've finally spoken to you, because we used just to inbox you when you're doing a live streaming, asking you question, and now those questions that you are asking you, they've come to fruition. We're able to talk one on one now. I can easily call you via your phone. You can also call me via my phone. Thank you so much, madam.
All right, you're most welcome. So let's keep hope alive, everybody. It is possible in Jesus' name.
Thank
Let
you.
us end
Thank you.
this video here. Love you, bye bye, and everybody have a good day. And hopefully, if you have any questions, in the comment
Okay.
section, let us interact there. Levy will be
Okay.
coming to answer your questions in
Okay.
his channel, of course, and
Okay.
some, if
Okay.
possible, he will do it in the comment section.
No
So thank you
problem.
so much. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one and keep watching our videos. Until
Thank you.
next time,
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.